Hi, welcome to Hot Mess Soap, and welcome to another video. This week I'm making a soap that I'm calling Key Lime Pie. It is a lemon lime scent balanced by a little bit of sage just to give it like a kind of earthiness. It's really citrusy and really summery, and just buckle up. This soap is a doozy, just the making of it. As you can probably see from the length of this video, it is much longer than my other videos. And that's because I finished it and then completely redid it because I was unhappy with it. So I've added my fragrance oil and I'm going to blend that in. And then I'm adding some titanium dioxide that I have pre-mixed in water. This is not something I usually do. I usually just use the base color of my soap as my white. But this fragrance oil does discolor, so I wanted to make sure that I put that titanium dioxide in there just to combat the discoloration. So here I am adding the entire white base and just doing kind of a really random yellow and green drop swirl. The point with this batch is that the top is supposed to be the impressive part. I am really happy still with how the inside swirl came out. So, I've just let my colors sit for a little bit, and now I'm going to pipe them onto the top. The plan here was to do a kind of lemon lime wedges design. And as you can see, it starts off okay. And this is about where it starts to go bad. Yep. Yeah, I definitely thought that I was better at piping. Because I used to be. Used to make cakes. They were pretty. This soap, not pretty. So yeah, I quickly gave up on the wedge idea and just drew on some green swirls, and then I got my yellow out because I was determined to save this. Put on some little lemons and some, you know, just yellow dots. And you know, I'm not that upset with the two big circles. They look okay. It's just that all of the little ones and the green swirls or zigzags, I'm not happy with them. Now I'm going to cut the soap. And I don't know if it's because of the frosting on the top or if I let it sit too long or what, but you can see that I'm struggling with it. I actually ended up breaking one of the strings on my cutter on this soap. Yeah, so the inside looks really good. I'm really happy with the inside. It's just that the tops... So when I realized that I didn't like the tops, I saved my leftover soap frosting and made soap dough out of it. So this is where I'm going to save this soap. So I took the soap dough and I made these little lemons and limes out of soap dough, and then I rolled them in mica to make them look a little bit brighter. And I am just going to frost the tops of all of these bars individually because they've already been cut. And then each bar is going to get a lemon and a lime. I should have waited a little bit longer before I put them on, but it still worked out, so. This is just the footage of me beveling these soaps. It was a little bit trickier on these than it usually is, just because some of them, the frosting kind of goes over the edge. But I am really happy with how these turned out. This soap went from being one of my least favorites to being one of my favorites. I'm definitely going to have to play around with more soap dough and soap frosting in the future. Yeah, so just leave a comment below if you have an idea for a name for this one. Right now I think key lime pie, just because it looks meringue on the top. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. I am at hot.mess.soap, and find me on Facebook. I am also Hot Mess Soap on there. This soap will be available on July 25th on my website, hotmesssoap.com. And if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you'll see the announcement on there when it comes up. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.